Something changed in you recently. You might not have been able to name it yet. You might have noticed it first in the way a conversation ended differently than it would have before, or in the way someone looked at you just a beat longer than usual, with something unreadable in their expression that felt like recognition. Or maybe it was quieter than that. Maybe it was just a moment alone where you caught yourself and thought, I am not the same person I was. And you were right. You are not. Something in your field shifted. And the extraordinary thing, the thing I want to spend the next hour showing you in precise quantum mechanical detail, is that the people around you already know it. They can feel it. They may not have the language for what they're sensing, but their nervous systems have already registered the change in your broadcast. Your aura is different now, and reality is beginning to reorganize itself around the new signal you're sending. That's not a metaphor. That's not wishful thinking dressed up in spiritual language. That is a description of a measurable, documentable, scientifically grounded process happening in the electromagnetic field that surrounds your body right now, in this moment, as you listen to these words. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what happened, why it happened, what it means for every relationship and circumstance in your life going forward, and most importantly, how to consciously sustain and amplify the shift that has already begun in you. Because here's what most people never learn about their own energy field. The shift you feel happening inside you doesn't stay inside you. It radiates. It broadcasts. It reaches the people around you before you've said a single word, before you've made a single decision, before you've taken a single conscious action. The quantum field that surrounds your body is the most powerful, creative, and communicative instrument you have ever possessed. And it has been transmitting information about who you are, who you actually are, not who you're performing or pretending to be, every moment of your life. The question was never whether you were broadcasting. The question was always, what were you broadcasting? And now, something in that broadcast has changed. Something has become more coherent, more luminous, more aligned with the truth of what you actually are. And the people around you can feel it, even if they can't explain why. Let me show you the science of what just happened to you, your aura, and I want you to hold that word with precision, not mysticism. Is the electromagnetic field generated primarily by your heart. The HeartMath Institute, a legitimate scientific research organization that has been studying human bioelectromagnetic fields for over 3 decades, has documented and measured this field with extraordinary precision. Your heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends in every direction from your body, not inches, but feet, several feet in every direction. This field is not theoretical. It is not a spiritual concept borrowed from ancient traditions, though those traditions were pointing at something real. It is a measurable, quantifiable, electromagnetic phenomenon that can be detected by instruments, that carries information, and that interacts with the electromagnetic fields of every other person, animal, and living system in your environment. The heart's electromagnetic field is approximately 60 times greater in amplitude than the electrical activity produced by the brain. 60 times. And it's 5,000 times stronger in terms of magnetic component. When researchers at HeartMath use magnetometers to measure this field, they can detect it extending 3 to 4 feet from the body in all directions. And this field is not static. It is not a fixed, unchanging bubble of energy sitting around you like a shell. It is dynamic, constantly shifting, constantly carrying new information, constantly broadcasting the current state of your internal, emotional, and physiological landscape to everything and everyone in your immediate environment. This is your aura. This is the light that surrounds you. And it just changed. Now let's talk about what causes a field like this to change, because this is where the quantum mechanics becomes deeply personal. Your heart's electromagnetic field is not generated by your heart alone. It is generated by the coherence between your heart and your entire nervous system. Coherence is a specific term in physics. It refers to the state in which 2 or more oscillating systems are synchronized, when their waves are in phase with each other, when they're working in harmony rather than in opposition. When your heart and your nervous system achieve coherence, the electromagnetic field they generate together becomes more organized, more powerful, more expansive, and more stable. It broadcasts a cleaner, stronger, more consistent signal. And that signal reaches further, penetrates deeper, and carries more information than an incoherent field. Most people spend most of their lives in a state of cardiac incoherence. Stress, fear, chronic anxiety, unprocessed emotion, habitual negative thought patterns, all of these create what researchers call heart rate variability chaos. The rhythm of the heart becomes erratic, jagged, unpredictable, And the electromagnetic field that a chaotic heart generates is itself chaotic, fragmented, low in amplitude, inconsistent in its broadcast. This is the energetic signature of someone who is suffering, even when they're smiling, even when they're performing wellness. The field tells the truth. But when something shifts, when a person begins to move from fear toward trust, from contraction toward openness, from unconscious reactivity toward conscious presence, the heart's rhythm begins to change. It becomes more coherent. The waves become more regular, more harmonious, more like the smooth sine wave of a powerful, clear radio signal, rather than the jagged noise of interference. And as the heart's rhythm achieves coherence, the electromagnetic field it generates expands. It becomes more powerful. It carries more information. It broadcasts with greater clarity and greater reach. This is what happened to you. Something in your internal landscape shifted. Some fear released. Some belief dissolved. Some truth became clear. Some old pattern finally fell away. And your heart responded by generating a more coherent field. Your aura expanded. Your broadcast became clearer. And the people around you began to feel it, because their nervous systems are designed to receive and respond to exactly this kind of electromagnetic information. Your aura has been doing this your entire life, and today we're making it conscious. But if you want to go all the way to understand every layer of what has been dimming your signal and exactly how to return to the light you were always already carrying. The remembering field was written precisely for this moment in your understanding, and it's linked in the pinned comment below. It walks you through all 7 movements from unconscious broadcast to conscious, coherent radiance, grounded in the quantum mechanics of your actual electromagnetic field. This is where the map goes deeper than any single transmission can take you. Let me go deeper into this, because the mechanism by which people sense your field change is one of the most fascinating and underappreciated areas of human neuroscience. You have, within your nervous system, a network of neurons that researchers have begun calling the social nervous system. This is the part of your biology that is perpetually scanning your environment for information about the emotional and physiological states of other people. It does this not primarily through conscious observation, not through watching someone's face or listening to their words, but through a much more primitive, much more immediate process: the direct reception of electromagnetic and biochemical signals from the people around you. The vagus nerve which is the primary nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system, and the main channel through which your heart communicates with your brain, is also deeply involved in this social scanning process. When you walk into a room, your vagus nerve is already processing information about the electromagnetic fields of the people in that room before your conscious mind has registered a single visual detail. This is why you can walk into a space and immediately feel whether it's safe or threatening, welcoming or hostile, alive or dead, before you've had time to consciously assess anything. Your nervous system is reading the fields of the people present and reporting back. And now your field has changed. Now when people come into your presence, their vagus nerves are receiving a different signal than they received before. A more coherent signal, a more expansive signal, a signal that carries the electromagnetic signature of someone who has moved through something, who has resolved something, who has become more genuinely themselves. And their nervous systems respond to this. They may not know why they feel differently around you. They may not be able to articulate what has changed, but they will feel it. They are feeling it already. This is the moment in a person's energetic evolution that I find most extraordinary to witness and to illuminate. The moment when an internal shift becomes externally perceptible. The moment when the change you have been quietly making inside yourself begins to reach the people around you. Because this is the moment when reality begins to reorganize. This is the moment when the quantum field, which has been patiently waiting for your signal to clarify, begins to assemble new circumstances, new connections, new possibilities around the new frequency you're broadcasting. If this transmission is landing for you, if something in what we're exploring together feels true and important, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe so we can keep going deeper together. I want to tell you a story. There was a woman named Miriam who had spent most of her adult life being the person others needed her to be. Not because she was weak. Miriam was one of the most capable people in any room she entered. But because somewhere in her early life, she had learned, with the precision of a survival lesson, that her value was conditional, that she was welcome when she was useful, that she was loved when she was performing love's prerequisites. And so she had built a life organized around usefulness, around being the one who showed up, who solved problems, who held things together, who never asked for too much. She was not unhappy exactly, but she was dimmed, and she knew it, in the way you know something you've decided not to look at directly. There was a quality of light in her that she had learned to keep turned low, because somewhere along the way she had received the message that her full brightness was too much, too intense, too demanding, too much to ask of the people around her. And then something happened. Not a dramatic event, not a crisis or a revelation or a sudden awakening, just a quiet accumulation of small moments that eventually reached a tipping point. A conversation with a friend who saw her clearly and said so. A long walk where she let herself think thoughts she had been deferring for years. A morning where she woke up and, for the first time in a long time, didn't immediately organize herself around what others needed from her. A morning where she simply sat with herself and felt, with something like wonder, that she was still there. That the part of her she had been keeping dim had not gone out. It had been waiting. Over the weeks that followed, something in Miriam began to change. It was subtle at first. She started making small choices that were more aligned with what she actually wanted, rather than what she calculated others needed from her. She started pausing before responding, giving herself a moment to check in with her own inner sense of things, rather than immediately scanning for what was expected. She started letting herself feel things fully, instead of processing them quickly into usefulness. And then the people around her started noticing. Her colleague at work told her over coffee that she seemed different. "You seem lighter," the colleague said, searching for the right word. "No, not lighter. More solid. Like you're more here than you were before." Her sister called her and said, without preamble, "Something's different with you. What happened?" A stranger at a coffee shop struck up a conversation with her that turned into 40 minutes of genuine connection, ending with the stranger saying, "I don't usually talk to people like this. There's just something about you." What was happening to Miriam? What was the mechanism of this change in how people experienced her? Her field had shifted. The electromagnetic signature of someone who is chronically suppressing their own light, someone who is perpetually managing their output, dimming their natural radiance to fit the expectations of others, is a field of high internal tension and low external coherence. It is a field that broadcasts a kind of static, a kind of noise that comes from the constant effort of being less than you are. And people feel this, not consciously, usually, but their nervous systems register it. there is a quality of effortfulness in the field of someone who is working hard to be smaller than they are. And that effortfulness has an electromagnetic signature. When Miriam stopped suppressing, when she stopped dimming, when she let her actual light begin to move through her without the constant management and modulation, her field became coherent. The effort dissolved. And in the absence of that effort, in the absence of that constant internal friction, her heart's electromagnetic field expanded and clarified. It became, quite literally, more beautiful, more coherent, more powerful, more radiant. And people felt it, because people always feel it. The field doesn't lie. Now here's what I want you to understand about your own shift, because this is the part that matters most for where you are right now. The change you have experienced, whatever form it took, whatever catalyzed it, however it has expressed itself in your life, has done exactly what it did for Miriam. It has reduced the internal friction in your field. It has allowed more of your actual coherence to come through. It has cleared some of the static from your broadcast and allowed the underlying signal, the signal of who you actually are, to come through with more power and clarity. And now the people around you can feel it. Some of them will name it. They'll say, "You seem different," or lighter, or more present, or more confident, or more yourself. Some of them won't name it, but will simply find themselves drawn to you in ways they might not be able to explain. Some of them, and this is important to understand, will feel uncomfortable with the change. Not because your change is threatening to them in any real sense, but because the change in your field creates a kind of contrast with their own. When someone's field becomes more coherent, it can function as a kind of a mirror for the people around them, reflecting back the incoherence in their own fields. And some people, when they see that reflection, will feel unsettled. They may pull back. They may become critical. They may try, consciously or unconsciously, to pull you back to the frequency you were broadcasting before. This is normal. This is expected. And understanding why it happens will help you navigate it with grace and without losing the ground you've gained. I'm curious, have you had a moment recently where you could feel your own field shifting? A moment where the energy in a room changed when you walked in, or where someone responded to you differently, and you sensed it was because something in you had changed. Share it in the comments. I genuinely want to hear what you're noticing. Let me explain the quantum mechanics of this dynamic, because it is one of the most important things you can understand about your own energetic evolution. In quantum physics, there is a principle called entrainment. Entrainment is the tendency of oscillating systems to synchronize with each other when they are in proximity. It was first observed by the Dutch physicist Christian Huygens in the 17th century, when he noticed that two pendulum clocks mounted on the same wall would gradually synchronize their swings, regardless of where they started. This is a fundamental property of oscillating systems. They tend toward synchronization. In human terms, entrainment means that when two people are in proximity, their physiological rhythms, heart rate, brain wave patterns, respiratory patterns, and the electromagnetic fields generated by these systems tend to synchronize. The question is, who entrains whom? Which field becomes the dominant signal that the other field synchronizes to? The answer, in general, is that the more coherent field entrains, the less coherent one. The cleaner, stronger, more organized signal tends to pull the noisier, more chaotic signal into alignment with it. This is why being in the presence of a genuinely calm, centered, coherent person tends to make you feel calmer and more centered. It's not just psychological, it's electromagnetic. Their field is literally pulling your field toward greater coherence. Now you understand what's happening with the people around you. Your field has become more coherent, and when they enter your presence, their fields are being entrained toward your new frequency. For people who are ready for this, people who are on a similar trajectory of growth and awakening, this feels wonderful. It feels like relief, like recognition, like coming home. They feel better in your presence. They feel more themselves. They are drawn to you. For people who are not ready for this, people who are deeply invested in their current frequency, people whose identity is organized around patterns that your new coherence is quietly challenging, the entrainment feels threatening. Their nervous systems register your field as something that is pulling them toward a change they're not ready to make. And so they resist. They push back. They create friction. They try to reestablish the old dynamic, the old frequency, the old version of you that their system knew how to relate to. This is not malice. This is not even a conscious choice in most cases. It is a nervous system response to an electromagnetic signal that is challenging the established order of their internal world. And understanding this, truly understanding it at the level of quantum mechanics, rather than just personal psychology, changes how you relate to it. it stops being personal. It stops being about whether you are too much, or whether you made a mistake, or whether you should go back to who you were. It becomes instead a piece of information about where people are in their own energetic evolution. And you can hold that information with compassion rather than with reactivity. Because here's what's true. You cannot go back. Not really. You can suppress your field again. You can dim your light again. You can reintroduce the friction and the effort and the management that kept your broadcast small and incoherent. But you cannot unknow what you now know. You cannot unshift what has shifted. The change in your field is real, and it is pointing toward something. It is pointing toward the version of you that broadcasts at your natural frequency, coherent, expansive, luminous, true. Let me show you what that looks like at the quantum level. Your body is not solid. You know this intellectually, but let me make it visceral for you. The atoms that make up your physical body are more than 99% empty space. What appears to be solid matter is, at the quantum level, a field of probability, a cloud of potential states that collapses into apparent solidity only when observed or measured. You are, at the most fundamental level of your physical existence, a field of quantum potential. And the electromagnetic field that surrounds your body, your aura, your radiance, is the outermost expression of this quantum nature. It is the place where your quantum field meets and interacts with the quantum field of everything else. In quantum field theory, particles are not the fundamental units of reality. Fields are. Particles are simply the localized excitations of underlying fields, the places where a field's energy becomes concentrated enough to appear as a discrete object. You are not a solid object moving through a neutral environment. You are a field interacting with other fields. And the quality of those interactions, what you attract, what you repel, what you create, what you experience, is determined by the properties of your field. One of the most important properties of a quantum field is its coherence. A coherent quantum field is one in which the waves that make it up are synchronized, in phase with each other, reinforcing each other, creating a strong, organized, powerful signal. An incoherent field is one in which the waves are out of phase, canceling each other out, creating noise, broadcasting a weak and fragmented signal. Your heart's electromagnetic field is, as I've described, the primary generator of your personal quantum field, your aura. And the coherence of your heart's field determines the coherence of your entire personal energy field. When your heart achieves coherence, your aura becomes a powerful, organized, expansive quantum field that interacts with the quantum field of reality from a position of strength and clarity. And the quantum field responds to coherence. It organizes around coherence. It assembles possibilities and circumstances and connections that match the frequency of a coherent field. This is what the ancient traditions were pointing at when they spoke of the aura as a protective and creative field. They didn't have the language of quantum mechanics. They didn't have magnetometers or heart rate variability monitors, but they were observing something real. The way that certain people seemed to move through life, surrounded by a quality of grace, attracting what they needed, repelling what was harmful, creating circumstances that seemed almost miraculous to those around them. They were observing the effects of a highly coherent personal energy field on the quantum field of reality. And now that field is yours. Now your field has shifted toward coherence. Now you are that person. Let me give you a practice, a specific, embodied radiance practice that will help you consciously sustain and amplify the shift that has already begun in your field. Because this is where the work becomes active. This is where understanding becomes power. Find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Take a moment to simply arrive in your body. Feel the weight of it, the warmth of it, the aliveness of it. Take a breath that goes all the way down into your belly. And as you exhale, let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands open. Now bring your attention to your heart center, the area in the middle of your chest, slightly to the left of center. Don't force anything here. Just gently place your awareness there, the way you might place a hand on the shoulder of someone you love. With care, with presence, with no agenda other than to be there. As your attention rests in your heart center, begin to breathe as if the breath is moving through your heart rather than through your nose and lungs. In through the heart. Out through the heart. This is a technique developed by the HeartMath Institute called heart-focused breathing. And it has been shown in controlled studies to shift cardiac coherence measurably within minutes. You are not imagining this. You are using your attention to redirect your nervous system's resources toward your heart, which increases the synchronization between your heart and your brain, which increases the coherence of your heart's electromagnetic field. As you breathe in and out through your heart, allow yourself to recall or imagine a feeling of genuine appreciation or care. It doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. A moment with a person you love. The feeling of sunlight on your face. The memory of a time when you felt genuinely at peace. A place in nature that has made you feel alive and whole. Whatever arises naturally, let it arise. Don't force it. Don't perform it. Just let the feeling move through you. Now, as you hold this feeling in your heart while continuing your heart-focused breathing, I want you to begin to sense your field. The electromagnetic field that surrounds your body. It extends several feet in every direction from you right now. It is not imaginary. It is not metaphorical. It is a physical reality, as real as the air in the room. Begin to sense it, not with your eyes, with your felt sense, the quality of the space around you, the way your energy seems to extend beyond your skin, the subtle warmth or tingling that you might notice at the edges of your awareness. This is your aura. This is your field. And right now, as you breathe through your heart and hold that feeling of appreciation, it is becoming more coherent. The waves are synchronizing. The signal is clarifying. The broadcast is becoming cleaner, stronger, more expansive. Stay here for a few more breaths. And as you breathe, allow yourself to feel, not think, not analyze, but genuinely feel that this field is yours, that it has always been yours, that it has been broadcasting your truth every moment of your life, even when you didn't know it, even when you were trying to be someone else, even when you were dimmed and contracted and afraid. It was always there. It was always radiating. It was always yours. And now you know it. And now you're conscious of it. And a conscious field is a different thing entirely from an unconscious one. Take one more deep breath through your heart. And as you exhale, let yourself feel the expansion, the way your field moves outward as the coherence increases, the way the space around you seems to soften and open. This is real. This is happening. Your aura is responding to your conscious attention. Your field is shifting in real time, right now, as you practice this. This is your natural radiance. This is what you are when you're not contracting, not managing, not dimming. This is the signal that the people around you are already beginning to feel. Now let me show you something even more extraordinary about what's happening in your field. There is a concept in quantum physics called non-locality. Non-locality refers to the ability of quantum systems to influence each other across distances that should, by classical physics, be too great for any signal to travel. It was first theorized by Einstein, Podolsky, and Rosen in 1935, famously dismissed by Einstein as spooky action at a distance, and has since been confirmed experimentally with extraordinary precision. When two quantum particles become entangled, when they interact in a way that links their quantum states, a measurement performed on one particle instantaneously affects the state of the other, regardless of the distance between them. This is not a transmission of information through space. It is a correlation that exists outside of space and time as we normally understand them. What does this have to do with your aura? Everything. Because the quantum field that your heart generates does not simply interact with the fields of people in your immediate physical vicinity. It has the potential to maintain quantum correlations with fields it has previously interacted with, regardless of distance. Every person you have ever been in genuine emotional contact with, every person with whom you have shared a moment of real connection, real love, real intensity, has left a quantum imprint in your field, and you have left one in theirs. And when your field changes, those quantum correlations change. The people you are entangled with feel the shift, even if they're on the other side of the world. This is why you sometimes receive a message from someone you haven't spoken to in years, right at the moment when your field is undergoing a significant shift. This is why old relationships sometimes resurface exactly when you've made a major internal change. This is why people you've been thinking about call you out of the blue. The quantum entanglement between your fields is real. And when one field in an entangled pair shifts, the other registers the change. The people around you can feel your shift, not only because they're in your physical presence and their nervous systems are receiving your electromagnetic signal directly. They can also feel it because of the quantum correlations that exist between your field and theirs. Correlations that transcend physical distance and operate through the non-local quantum field that underlies all of physical reality. You are not an isolated system. You have never been an isolated system. You are a node in a vast network of quantum correlations, and every shift in your field sends ripples through that network. Every increase in your coherence, every expansion of your radiance, every movement toward your true frequency, all of it reaches the people who are entangled with your field, wherever they are, at whatever distance, and they feel it. They don't always know what they're feeling, but they feel it. Let me tell you about a man named Elias. Elias had spent years in a career that was successful by every external measure and completely misaligned with who he actually was. He was good at his work, genuinely skilled, respected by his colleagues, well compensated. But he had built his professional identity on capabilities that were real but not central. He was operating from his competence rather than from his calling. And the difference between those two things, the gap between what he was good at and what he was actually here to do, had created a chronic, low-level dissonance in his field that he had learned to live with the way you learn to live with a noise that never quite goes away. He didn't make a dramatic change. He didn't quit his job or upend his life. What he did was begin to give more time and energy to the thing that actually lit him up, a creative practice he had been treating as a hobby, something he did on weekends when he'd earned the right to it, something he kept carefully separate from his real work, as if it were a guilty pleasure rather than a genuine calling. As he began to take this part of himself more seriously, as he began to treat his creative practice not as a reward, but as a necessity, not as an indulgence, but as a core expression of who he was, something in his field began to change. The dissonance quieted. The gap between his competence and his calling began to close. Not because he had resolved all the practical questions about how to build a life around his calling, but because he had stopped treating his calling as less important than his competence. He had stopped apologizing internally for being who he was. And then the strange things started happening. A colleague he barely knew stopped him in the hallway one day and said, "I don't know what you've been doing differently, but you seem more alive than you used to. What changed?" A friend from years past, someone he hadn't spoken to in almost a decade, sent him a message out of nowhere saying, "I've been thinking about you. How are you? I feel like something's different with you." His partner told him that being around him felt different. "Less effortful," she said. "Like you're not fighting something anymore." What Elias had done was close the gap between his broadcast and his truth. He had reduced the internal dissonance that had been creating static in his field. And as that static cleared, the underlying signal, the coherent electromagnetic signature of someone who is genuinely aligned with their purpose, became audible to the people around him. They could feel it. They could sense it. They were responding to it. Even the ones who were far away, even the ones he hadn't seen in years. This is the quantum reality of your shift. This is what's happening around you right now. As the change in your field radiates outward through every layer of your relational and quantum network. The people who are close to you are feeling it in real time, in the direct electromagnetic sense. And the people who are farther away, the ones you've been entangled with through years of genuine connection, are feeling it too, through the non-local quantum correlations that link your fields, regardless of distance. And reality is beginning to reorganize around your new signal. Let me explain what this reorganization looks like, because it is one of the most practically important things you can understand about your energetic evolution. When your field becomes more coherent, you don't simply attract more of what you want in some vague, magical sense. The mechanism is more precise than that, and understanding the precision of it will help you work with it consciously rather than simply hoping it works. Coherent fields resonate with other coherent fields. This is a basic principle of wave mechanics. When two waves have the same frequency and phase, they interfere constructively. They amplify each other. When two waves have different frequencies or opposite phases, they interfere destructively. They cancel each other out. In terms of your personal energy field, this means that a coherent field will naturally amplify its interactions with other coherent fields, with people, circumstances, opportunities, and environments that are themselves operating at a high level of coherence. And it will naturally dampen its interactions with incoherent fields, with people, circumstances, and environments that are operating in chaos, fragmentation, and misalignment. This is not a judgment. This is not a hierarchy of better and worse people. It is simply wave mechanics. Coherent fields resonate with coherent fields. And as your field becomes more coherent, the resonance principle begins to reorganize your reality around you. In practical terms, this means that certain people will begin to appear in your life. People who seem to match your new frequency. People with whom connection feels easy and natural and alive. People who see you clearly and are seen clearly by you. It means that certain opportunities will begin to present themselves. Opportunities that align with your actual values and calling, rather than with the compromised version of yourself you may have been broadcasting before. It means that certain circumstances that were sustained by your old frequency, relationships, situations, environments that depended on you being smaller or more fearful or more contracted than you actually are, will begin to feel uncomfortable, misaligned, unsustainable. This reorganization can feel disorienting, especially if you don't understand what's happening. When things that were familiar begin to fall away, it can feel like loss. When people who were once central begin to drift to the periphery, it can feel like rejection. When the life you built around an old frequency starts to feel too small, it can feel like something is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Everything is right. Your field is working exactly as it's designed to work. It is assembling reality around the truth of who you are, rather than around the compromised version you were broadcasting before. And the reorganization, though it can be uncomfortable in the transition, is always in the direction of greater alignment, greater aliveness, greater truth. Let me give you another layer of practice, because this is the moment in your energetic evolution where conscious participation becomes essential. The shift in your field has already happened. Something has already changed, but the question now is whether you will consciously sustain and amplify that shift, or whether you will allow the gravitational pull of old patterns, old environments, and old relationships to gradually pull your field back toward its previous frequency. This is the critical juncture. This is where most people lose the ground they've gained. Not through any dramatic failure or reversal, but through the slow, subtle erosion of a new frequency by the accumulated weight of an old environment. The people around you are adjusting to your new signal, but they are also, in some cases, exerting a counter-pressure. The environments you inhabit are saturated with the electromagnetic signature of your old frequency. The habits and routines and thought patterns that were consistent with your old broadcast are still running, still pulling, still creating a kind of energetic undertow. The way to navigate this is not through force, not through gripping tightly to your new frequency and defending it against everything that tries to pull it back. That kind of effortful holding is itself a form of incoherence. It reintroduces the friction and tension that you've been working to dissolve. The way to navigate it is through consistent, gentle, conscious return to your field. Here is the practice. Multiple times throughout your day, not in formal meditation sessions, but in the ordinary moments between activities, bring your attention back to your heart center. Just for a breath, just for a moment. Breathe through your heart. Let yourself feel the field around you. Not dramatically, not effortfully, just a gentle check-in. A moment of coming home to your own radiance. This practice does something specific at the physiological level. It repeatedly activates the coherence response in your heart and nervous system. Each time you return your attention to your heart, and breathe through it, you are creating a brief episode of cardiac coherence. And the more frequently you create these episodes, the more your nervous system learns to default to coherence rather than to incoherence. Over time, and this is documented in heart math research, this practice literally rewires the neural pathways that regulate your heart's rhythm, shifting your physiological baseline toward coherence, which means that your aura's baseline shifts, which means that your default broadcast becomes more coherent, which means that the quantum field that surrounds you and that you interact with every moment of your life is perpetually receiving a cleaner, stronger, more aligned signal from you. This is how you sustain the shift, not through a single dramatic transformation, but through the accumulated effect of thousands of small, conscious returns to your own field. Thousands of moments of choosing coherence over chaos. Thousands of breaths through your heart. Thousands of gentle, loving returns to the truth of what you are. Your light is on. It has always been on. What you're doing now is learning to keep your hand on the dimmer switch, not to dim it, but to consciously keep it bright. Now let me show you something about the protective function of your aura, because this is a dimension of your energy field that most people never learn about. And it is one of the most practically important things you can understand as your field becomes more coherent. Your aura, in its coherent state, is not only a creative and communicative instrument. It is also a protective field, not in a mystical sense, in a precise quantum mechanical sense. A coherent electromagnetic field creates what physicists would recognize as a kind of informational boundary, a region of organized, patterned energy that has a specific relationship with the fields it encounters. Coherent fields don't absorb other fields indiscriminately. They interact with incoming fields in a way that is selective, discriminating, organized. They take in what resonates and deflect what doesn't. In practical human terms, this means that a person with a highly coherent field is naturally more resistant to what we might call energetic intrusion, the absorption of other people's emotional states, the unconscious adoption of other people's fears and anxieties and negative patterns. You've probably experienced the opposite of this, the feeling of walking into a room and immediately feeling drained, or absorbing the anxiety of someone you've just spent time with, or feeling your own mood and energy collapse after exposure to a highly negative person or environment. This is what happens when your field is incoherent, when it lacks the organized structure that allows it to interact selectively with incoming fields. An incoherent field is permeable in an undiscriminating way. It takes in everything. A coherent field is different. It is not impermeable. It still interacts with and is affected by the fields it encounters. But it interacts from a position of integrity. It maintains its own organization, even while engaging with other fields. It is affected without being overwhelmed. It is open without being porous. It is responsive without being reactive. This is why people with highly coherent fields often seem to move through difficult environments and challenging relationships with a quality of grace that others find almost mysterious. They can be in the presence of anger without becoming angry. They can be in the presence of fear without becoming afraid. They can be in the presence of chaos without losing their center, not because they're suppressing their responses, not because they're performing detachment, but because their field's coherence gives them a genuine physiological resilience that allows them to engage fully without being destabilized. And as your field becomes more coherent, as your shift continues to deepen and stabilize, you will find this quality developing in you. You will notice that things that used to knock you off center don't knock you off center in the same way anymore. You will notice that you can be in the presence of other people's difficult emotions without automatically absorbing them. You will notice that you can engage with challenging situations from a place of genuine steadiness rather than from the performance of steadiness. You will notice that your recovery time, the time it takes you to return to your center after being disturbed, gets shorter and shorter. This is your field's coherence doing its work. This is your aura protecting you, not through exclusion or withdrawal, but through the simple power of its own organized integrity. I want to pause here and acknowledge something that I suspect many of you are feeling as you listen to this, because there is a particular kind of vulnerability in being in the middle of a shift. There is a specific quality of exposure that comes with having changed, but not yet having fully integrated the change. You are no longer who you were, but you may not yet feel completely settled in who you are becoming. The old patterns are still familiar. The new frequency is still, in some ways, unfamiliar. And there can be moments of doubt, moments where you wonder if the shift is real, if it will last, if you're allowed to claim it. I want to speak directly to that doubt. The shift is real. It is measurable in your heart's electromagnetic field. It is registering in the nervous systems of the people around you. It is reorganizing the quantum field that surrounds your life. The doubt you're feeling is not evidence that the shift isn't real. The doubt is the last echo of the old frequency, the residual vibration of a pattern that is losing its hold on you. It is the voice of the contracted version of yourself, trying to reassert its authority over a field that has already moved beyond it. You don't need to argue with the doubt. You don't need to defeat it or silence it. You just need to keep returning to your field. Keep breathing through your heart. Keep choosing coherence. Keep letting your light be what it is, without managing or dimming or apologizing. The doubt will quiet as the new frequency stabilizes, as your nervous system learns to default to coherence, as your field's baseline shifts upward. The doubt becomes less and less convincing, not because you've suppressed it, but because you've outgrown it. This is the nature of energetic evolution. It is not linear. It is not a single dramatic shift from one state to another. It is a gradual, organic, sometimes uncomfortable process of stabilization, of learning to inhabit a new frequency with the same ease and naturalness with which you once inhabited the old one. And the stabilization happens through exactly the kind of consistent, gentle, conscious practice I've been describing. Through thousands of small choices to return to your field, through thousands of moments of choosing your own light. And I want to ask you something here, because your experience matters in this space. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the energy shift? Felt people turn toward you differently? Felt the atmosphere change in response to your presence? Or maybe there was a moment when you could feel your own warmth activating, your own light filling the space around you, and you just knew something had opened in your field. Tell me about it in the comments. These moments of recognition are worth naming, and your story may be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Let me show you the next layer of what's happening in your field. Because there is something even more extraordinary occurring as your aura shifts, and it has to do with the way your field interacts with time. This is going to require you to hold something that may initially seem paradoxical, but I want you to stay with it, because the quantum physics here is genuine, and the implications for your life are profound. In quantum mechanics, time is not the linear, one-directional flow that we experience it as in ordinary consciousness. At the quantum level, the distinction between past, present, and future is not absolute. Quantum systems exist in superpositions of states, in multiple possible configurations simultaneously, until they are observed or measured, at which point they collapse into a single, definite state. and the collapse of a quantum superposition is not simply a response to present conditions. It is influenced by the entire temporal context of the quantum system, including, in some interpretations of quantum mechanics, states that we would describe as being in the future. What this means, in terms of your personal energy field, is that your field does not simply broadcast into the present moment. It broadcasts across time. The coherent electromagnetic field you are generating right now is interacting not only with the quantum field as it is currently configured, but with the quantum field as it is being configured by the trajectory you are on. Your aura is, in a real sense, reaching into the probability field of your future, interacting with the quantum superposition of possible futures, and influencing which of those possibilities becomes real. When your field is incoherent, when it's broadcasting fear, lack, limitation, and the accumulated weight of old patterns, it is interacting with the quantum probability field from a position of contraction. It is, in effect, collapsing the probability field in the direction of pure fear, more lack, more limitation. Not because reality is cruel or because you deserve difficult things, but simply because a contracted, incoherent field resonates most strongly with contracted, incoherent possibilities. When your field is coherent, when it's broadcasting the clear, expansive, organized signal of someone who is genuinely aligned with their truth, it interacts with the quantum probability field from a position of expansion. It resonates most strongly with expanded, coherent possibilities. It collapses the probability field in the direction of greater alignment, greater aliveness, greater abundance. This is the quantum mechanics of what people mean when they say that your energy determines what you attract. It is not a vague spiritual principle. It is a precise description of how a coherent personal energy field interacts with the quantum probability field to influence which of the infinite possible futures becomes actual. And your field has just become more coherent, which means that the probability field of your future has just shifted. The possibilities that are most accessible to you, the futures that your field is most strongly resonating with, have changed. New possibilities have come into resonance range. Old limitations have begun to fall out of resonance range. The quantum field of your life is reorganizing around your new signal. This is why, in the period following a significant energetic shift, people often experience what seems like a sudden acceleration in the arrival of new opportunities, new connections, new circumstances. It can feel almost magical, like the universe has suddenly started cooperating in a way it wasn't before. And in a very real sense, that is exactly what is happening. Your field has shifted into resonance with a different set of quantum possibilities. And those possibilities are beginning to manifest. Pay attention to what arrives in the weeks and months following a shift like the one you've just experienced. Pay attention to the new people who appear, the new opportunities that present themselves, the new doors that open. Because these are not coincidences. They are the quantum field responding to your new signal. They are reality beginning to assemble around your new frequency. And here is what I want you to practice as these new arrivals begin to appear. Receive them. This sounds simple, but it is actually one of the most challenging aspects of energetic evolution for people who have spent a long time broadcasting at a contracted frequency. When you've been broadcasting limitation for a long time, receiving abundance can feel strange, suspicious, too good to be true. Your nervous system may want to push it away, to find reasons why it won't work, to protect itself from the disappointment of hope by not hoping in the first place. This is the old frequency trying to reassert itself. And the way to work with it is not to force yourself to be positive or to pretend you don't feel the fear. It is to bring your attention back to your heart, to breathe through your field, to let yourself feel the coherence that is already there, already real, already yours. And from that place of felt coherence, to let yourself receive what the quantum field is offering. You are allowed to receive what your field has called in. You are allowed to let the new arrive. You are allowed to inhabit the expanded life that your expanded field is assembling around you. This is your birthright. This is what you're here for. This is what the shift in your field has been pointing toward. Let me tell you about a third person, a young man named Tobias, because his story illuminates something specific about the receiving that I want you to understand. Tobias had grown up in a family where abundance was always conditional, where good things came with strings attached, where generosity was a form of leverage, where receiving meant owing. And he had internalized this dynamic so completely that even as an adult, even far removed from the circumstances of his childhood, he found it almost physically uncomfortable to receive things freely. Compliments made him deflect. Opportunities made him suspicious. Generosity from others made him anxious. He had a field that was extraordinarily good at giving, genuinely, warmly, with real care, but that contracted sharply when it came to receiving. This contraction was visible in his electromagnetic field in a specific way. His field was expansive in the direction of outward giving, but contracted in the direction of incoming reception. It was as if his aura had a kind of asymmetry, broadcasting generously outward, but pulling back from what came in. And this asymmetry created a very specific pattern in his life. He was surrounded by people who loved him and wanted to support him. But those people consistently found their support deflected, their generosity returned, their care gently but firmly refused. The shift in Tobias's field came when he began to understand, not just intellectually, but at the level of felt experience, that receiving is not a passive act. It is an active, energetic engagement. When you receive something freely given, a compliment, a kindness, an opportunity, a gift, you are completing an energetic circuit. You are allowing the quantum field to flow through you in both directions. And the completion of that circuit creates a kind of resonance, a kind of amplification that benefits everyone involved. When Tobias began to practice receiving, consciously, intentionally, with his full field open rather than contracted, something remarkable happened. His field became more coherent, the asymmetry resolved, the contraction released. And as it released, the people around him felt it immediately. The friend who had been trying to help him for years and had been gently refused called him one day and said, "Something's different. You seem more open, more reachable." A colleague who had wanted to recommend him for an opportunity but had held back, sensing that Tobias would find a reason to decline, came to him with the recommendation and found, for the first time, that it was received with genuine gratitude rather than deflection. The shift in Tobias's field, the resolution of his receiving contraction, had made him more magnetic, not just to good things, but to genuine connection. Because genuine connection requires the ability to receive as well as to give. And when both capacities are fully open, the field becomes fully coherent. The circuit completes, and reality flows freely through it in both directions. What is your receiving contraction? Where in your field do you pull back from what comes in? Where do you deflect compliments, minimize your own gifts, find reasons why the good thing won't last or isn't really meant for you? This is the edge of your next expansion. This is where your field's coherence has room to grow. Because the shift you've already experienced, as real and as significant as it is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of a new one. Each expansion of coherence reveals the next place where contraction is still present. Each new level of radiance illuminates the next shadow. And this is not a problem. This is the nature of the journey. This is how a field grows. Not in a single dramatic leap from darkness to light, but in a continuous, organic, spiraling expansion from one level of coherence to the next. You are not finished. You are beginning. And what you're beginning is extraordinary. Let me show you the community dimension of what's happening, because your shift does not exist in isolation. It is happening within a field that is much larger than your individual energy. A collective field that is itself undergoing a significant shift, and in which your personal evolution plays a specific and important role. I want to ask you something, and I want you to take a moment to genuinely feel into the answer, rather than thinking about it. When you look at the people in your life who are on a similar path, the people who are also doing this kind of internal work, who are also committed to understanding and evolving their own energy field, who are also choosing consciousness over unconscious reactivity, do you feel a quality of resonance with them that is different from what you feel with people who are not on this path? A quality of recognition, of ease, of aliveness in the connection. What you're feeling is field resonance. The electromagnetic fields of people who are working toward coherence tend to resonate with each other in ways that are felt as warmth, recognition, and amplification. When two or more coherent fields come together, they don't simply add, they multiply. The resonance between coherent fields creates an amplification effect, a kind of quantum superposition of coherence that produces more than the sum of its parts. This is why communities of conscious people, communities organized around genuine shared intention, around collective commitment to growth and evolution and truth, tend to generate a quality of energy that is greater than anything the individual members could generate alone. The fields amplify each other. The coherence compounds. And the collective field that emerges from this amplification has a reach and a power that extends far beyond the individuals who compose it. You are part of this collective field. Your shift contributes to it. Your increased coherence adds to the collective coherence. And the collective coherence, in turn, supports and amplifies your individual field. This is not a metaphor. This is quantum mechanics applied to the collective dimension of human energy fields. And this is why the question of community, of who you choose to spend your time with, whose field you allow to influence yours, whose energy you allow to entrain yours, is one of the most practically important questions of your energetic life. Entrainment works in both directions. A highly coherent field will tend to entrain a less coherent one toward greater coherence. But a highly incoherent field, particularly one that is large or persistent or intimately present in your life, can exert a counter-entrainment pressure on your field, pulling it back toward incoherence, toward the old frequency, toward the contracted patterns you've been working to move beyond. This is not about judging or abandoning people whose fields are less coherent than yours. It is about being conscious of the energetic dynamics at play in your relationships and environments, and making choices that support rather than undermine your field's coherence. It is about being intentional about whose field you spend the most time in, about creating environments, physical, relational, digital, that are saturated with the frequency you're committed to sustaining. Who are the people in your life whose presence consistently raises your coherence? Who are the people who, after you've spent time with them, leave you feeling more alive, more clear, more yourself? Seek more time with those people, not to the exclusion of everyone else, but as a conscious investment in your field's coherence. Because every hour you spend in the field of someone whose coherence amplifies yours is an hour that strengthens your energetic baseline, an hour that makes it easier to sustain your new frequency in the face of the counter pressures that will inevitably arise. And who are the people whose presence consistently drains your coherence? Who are the people who, after you've spent time with them, leave you feeling contracted, anxious, smaller than you are? I'm not suggesting you simply cut these people out of your life. That is often neither possible nor desirable. But I am suggesting that you approach these relationships with conscious awareness of the energetic dynamics at play, that you do your heart coherence practice before and after these interactions, that you maintain your field's integrity not through withdrawal, but through conscious presence, staying in your heart, staying in your field, allowing the entrainment to work in the direction of your coherence rather than theirs. Because here is the extraordinary thing about a truly coherent field. It doesn't need to defend itself. It doesn't need to withdraw from difficult energies. It can be fully present in challenging environments and relationships, engaging completely without losing its center. Because its coherence is not fragile. It is not a thin shell that shatters under pressure. It is an organized, powerful, expansive field that maintains its integrity through the simple fact of its own organization. This is what you're building. This is what your shift is pointing toward, not a fragile new frequency that needs to be carefully protected from the world, but a robust, resilient, genuinely powerful field that can engage with the world fully. All of it. The beautiful and the difficult, the coherent and the chaotic, without losing itself. This is your quantum aura in its full expression. This is what you're becoming. Let me give you the deepest layer of what I want you to understand today, because we've been building toward this, and now it's time to go all the way in. Your aura, your personal electromagnetic field, is not simply a product of your current state. It is not simply a reflection of how you're feeling right now, or what you've been thinking, or what you ate for breakfast. It is the expression of something much deeper and much more permanent than any of those things. It is the electromagnetic signature of what you actually are, not what you've been conditioned to be, not what you've learned to perform, not what you've believed yourself to be in your most contracted moments, but what you actually are at the level of your deepest nature. And what you actually are at the level of your deepest nature is coherent, is radiant, is luminous, is organized by an intelligence that is far older and far wiser than any of the fears and beliefs and patterns that have been layered over it. The original frequency of your field, the signal that was present before the conditioning, before the wounding, before the dimming, is one of extraordinary coherence and extraordinary power. This is the truth that the ancient traditions were pointing at when they spoke of the soul as inherently luminous, when they said that enlightenment is not an achievement, but a recognition, not something you build, but something you uncover. They were pointing at the electromagnetic reality of your original field, the signal that is always there, underneath the noise, the coherence that is your birthright, waiting beneath the layers of conditioning and fear. When you shift, when something clears, when a fear dissolves, when an old pattern falls away, you are not creating something new. You are revealing something that was always there. You are removing a layer of static from a signal that was already present, already perfect, already broadcasting at the frequency of your truest nature. The shift is not a construction. It is an excavation. It is the uncovering of what was always underneath. And this is why the shift, once it happens, feels like recognition rather than acquisition. It feels like coming home rather than arriving somewhere new. it feels like remembering rather than learning. Because you are not becoming something you weren't. You are becoming more fully what you have always been. Your aura knows this. Your field knows this. It has been holding the memory of your original coherence through every layer of conditioning, through every moment of dimming, through every year of broadcasting at a frequency that was less than your truth. It has been holding the signal, waiting for you to clear enough of the noise to let it through. And now you have. And now it's coming through. And now the people around you can feel it. This is the moment. This is the shift. This is the signal that the quantum field has been waiting for. And here is what I want you to carry with you from this transmission. Not as an intellectual understanding, but as a lived, felt, embodied knowing that lives in your heart and radiates through your field every moment of every day. You are not trying to become radiant. You are radiant. You have always been radiant. Every moment of your life, your heart has been generating a field of electromagnetic light that extends several feet beyond your body in every direction, carrying information about who you actually are, broadcasting your truth to the quantum field, reaching the nervous systems of everyone in your environment. You never stopped glowing. You just, for a while, couldn't see it. And now you can see it. And now you know it. And a field that is known by its owner is a different field entirely from one that operates unconsciously, because when you are conscious of your field, when you know that you are radiating, when you can feel your own electromagnetic signature, when you understand the quantum mechanics of how your aura shapes your reality, you become the conscious director of the most powerful creative instrument you possess. You are not at the mercy of your circumstances. You are not a passive recipient of whatever reality decides to deliver. You are a radiant field of quantum energy, broadcasting a signal that the quantum field reads and responds to by assembling reality around it. And now that signal is clearer than it has ever been. Now that signal is more coherent, more expansive, more true. Now the quantum field has a better signal to work with, and it is working with it right now in ways you will begin to see and feel and experience in the days and weeks and months ahead. Pay attention. Notice what arrives. Notice who appears. Notice what doors open that were closed before. Notice what falls away that was never really aligned with who you are. Notice the quality of your own presence how it feels to be in your own field, how it feels to inhabit your own radiance, how it feels to know that what you're broadcasting is true. And when the doubt comes, and it will come, because doubt is part of the journey, bring your attention back to your heart. Breathe through your field. Feel the coherence that is already there, already real, already yours, and let the doubt be what it is. A passing wave in a field that is much larger and much more stable than any single wave. Your field is stable. Your light is on. Your signal is clear. And the people around you can finally feel it. This is not the end of your shift. It is the beginning of your conscious radiance. It is the moment when you stop being a light that shines unconsciously and become a light that shines with full awareness of what it is and what it does and how it reaches the world. You have been glowing this whole time. Now you get to see it. Now you get to feel it. Now you get to direct it. And the quantum field, which has been patiently assembling possibilities around your signal since the moment you were born, is ready. It has been ready. It has been waiting for exactly this version of your broadcast, the coherent one, the true one, the one that matches what you actually are. Welcome to your own light. I want to invite you to share something in the comments, not because I need to know, but because the act of articulating your shift in language is itself an energetic practice. It takes something that has been happening in your field and brings it into conscious expression, which deepens and stabilizes the new frequency. So if you feel moved to, tell me, what shifted? What changed in you recently? What does your new signal feel like? And what have you noticed in the people around you? How are they responding to the change in your field? Your words in that space will not only help me understand where you are and what you need next on this journey, they will also contribute to the collective field of this community. A field of conscious radiators whose combined coherence amplifies everyone in it. When you share your shift, you are adding your frequency to a collective signal that reaches further and resonates more powerfully than any individual field alone. And if this transmission has resonated with you, if something in it has landed in a way that feels true, that feels like recognition, that feels like seeing something about your own light that you already knew but hadn't quite had the language for, then let it stay with you. Let it live in your field. If you feel called, return to this during a quiet morning before the day begins, or in the stillness just before sleep, when your field is most open and most receptive to what it already knows. And if someone comes to mind, someone whose light has been dim lately, someone who might need reminding of what they actually are. Consider sending this to them. When you share something like this, you aren't just passing along a video. You are activating someone else's awareness of their own field, creating a resonance between your aura and theirs, and contributing to a collective luminosity that strengthens everyone it touches. Let it be the thing you return to when the doubt comes, when the old frequency tries to reassert itself, when the world seems to be pushing back against your new signal. Your shift is real. Your light is real. Your field is real. And it is doing exactly what it's designed to do, radiating the truth of who you are to a quantum field that is always, always listening. Now let's talk about what comes next. Because the shift you've experienced is not a destination. It is a threshold. And beyond it, there is an entire landscape of energetic evolution waiting to be explored. Deeper layers of coherence, more expansive expressions of your field, more precise and more powerful ways of working with your aura consciously. In the transmissions ahead, we're going to go into specific aspects of your energy field in the kind of detail that most people never receive. We're going to look at the relationship between your aura and your physical health, the way your field's coherence affects your immune system, your cellular repair processes, your nervous system's resilience. We're going to look at the relationship between your aura and your creative capacity, the way a coherent field generates the kind of quantum openness that allows genuine inspiration to flow. We're going to look at the protective dimensions of your field in much greater depth, how to consciously strengthen the integrity of your aura in environments and relationships that challenge your coherence. And we're going to look at the most advanced and most extraordinary aspect of your energy field, its capacity for what researchers call quantum coherence at the biological level. The possibility that your field is not only interacting with the quantum field of your immediate environment, but is participating in a much larger field of coherent biological intelligence that connects all living systems. The possibility that your personal radiance is not separate from the radiance of life itself, but is a unique and irreplaceable expression of it. That is where this journey goes, and you are ready for it. The shift that has already happened in you has opened the door. What comes next is simply walking through it. Your aura is active. Your light is conscious. Your signal is clear. You are a radiant field of quantum energy. And now you know it. Shine. Not because you should, not because someone told you to, not because it will get you something, or prove something, or make someone love you more, but because that's what you are. Because that's what has always been true about you. Because the light was never something you needed to create. It was always something you simply needed to stop hiding. The hiding is over. The dimming is done. The shift has happened, and the people around you can finally feel it. Welcome to your own light. Welcome to your conscious radiance. Welcome to the version of your field that the quantum field has been waiting to work with. This is where everything changes. This is where you begin.